This week I've been contacted by two journalists, so one from Sunday Times and one from Guardian. So it's been quite an exciting week because it's fun to do this stuff and you never really plan for it because you barely have any notice, and it's just, are you free for a chat? And we'd love to write this article. So the guy from Sunday Times, what we were talking about is quite an interesting topic really, and something I'd love to talk more about with other people rather than just me speaking to a journalist, because it was on whether it's quite difficult in the UK to get a rescue cat, and how every rescue has different rules and regulations, and it can sometimes feel like if you want a rescue cat, then you can't, because you might not have the right sort of environment, you might have strong feelings on letting your cats inside or outside, you might have animals already that don't necessarily that won't take well to having a new cat in the house. So I know that all these rules and the restrictions on whether or not you can rehome a cat, they're all coming from a good place, and everybody wants the cat to be happy. That's like the blanket feeling on every side, is that, we want cats to go to houses where that's going to be their forever home and they're not going to get returned, and it's going to be a good setup and that cat's going to be very happy there, which is hard to do, isn't it? But on the flip side, there are cats that would be well suited to homes that are sitting, like specific homes, indoor or with outside access, or with dogs or with cats, but with the right behavioural support, they would thrive there and they would be okay. But it's impossible to know how these things will go, isn't it? So there's a difficult balance, I think, to find the right processes to get cats into homes. But the problem I'm finding, just from my behavioural side of things, because I don't have much to do with rescues really, I don't work in a rescue, I know people in rescue and I love the work the rescues do, but I don't have much experience directly. So as just a behaviourist coming from this side of things, I see people all the time that have had to get their cats from abroad, or they felt like if they want a cat in their life, they have to go to a breeder or look around Gumtree or find anyone locally that's selling kittens, because they've kept trying with rescues and they're not making any headway and they're not getting anywhere. So if we're looking at the bigger picture, then that's tricky, because obviously if we're bringing more cats in from abroad, then that's just increasing the population of cats here. Plus those cats sometimes, not always, but sometimes struggle to settle in. They've obviously had a big traumatic experience with the journey, and they've had their previous lives before, which may not necessarily fit well with our lives now, especially if they've lived as street cats for quite a long time in their previous country most of the time. So there's that. But then also, obviously, if people are going to buy kittens from breeders or local sort of unprofessional breeders, then that's just, again, repopulating the cat population and increasing demand. And that's, I'm sure we can all agree, rescues and cat enthusiasts and everybody that's working towards better lifestyle for cats, is that's the last thing we want. We don't want to be generating more cats in the world while we're having such a big population, big problem with overpopulation and cats struggling to live in such close proximity with other cats, and their impact on wildlife if they're out hunting and doing all that stuff. So I'm sure there's more scope here to have a more open debate and conversations around that, and to say, how can we set them up for success, yes, but not be perhaps so strict in that good homes are going to waste and they're being filled up with cats from not the best environments, or not something that we really want to be encouraging, just to keep a lid on that cat population boom. So do let me know what your thoughts are, because I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure you guys have lots more experience than me, but it is quite a nice thing to happen when you get a call from a journalist like this. The rest of my week's been good. I've got lovely owners I'm working with at the moment, trying to go ahead with a reintroduction of cats that have had a massive falling out, so fingers crossed that will be going smoothly, but we're just getting started. And yeah, just a busy week all around really. But if you guys have any questions, I'm doing a live next week, so do let me know if you have any questions about your cat, or if you're a budding behaviourist and you have any questions about that, then let me know too. But otherwise, I will see you Saturday for another video. Take care.